Hello and welcome everybody to another Arena powered cube draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 3. Man, we drafted one of the best and most fun cube draft decks that I've had in a bit. I think I've only maybe had exactly one deck that I think was more busted than the last deck that I had that had Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, Booster Tutor, Demonic Tutor, through the Underworld Breach. I mean, if you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend going back and watching yesterday's video. It just literally has everything. Anyways, it's going to be hard to follow that up, but I'm excited for more cube drafts. So let's dive in and see what we can open this time around. Now, before we hop in, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more. They use a special magnetic technology so that all their products snap conveniently into place. Check them out. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Alrighty. What can we open today? Ooh, Vivi. That's a cool one. All right. Interesting pack here. I don't think I'm going to take the Vivi. Ooh, they added Summon Bahamut. Okay. Bahamut. I'm not going to take it here. The cards that interest me are Thoughtseize, Lutri the Spell Chaser, and Urza's Saga. Now, I am not as high on the artifacts deck in this version of the cube, so I don't even know if I want to take the Saga so much. Usually black is a weaker performing color, but maybe with the Boros nerfs, it would perform a little bit better just because black just ends up being a little bit too slow. So, you know what? I'm going to take Thoughtseize, but I think you can make the case of taking the Urza Saga here or Lutri as well. But Thoughtseize, pretty nice to take. Ooh, Balance would have been a really cool card to take after the... Balance would have been a really cool card to take after taking the Urza Saga. There's a Lightning Greaves, but I'm going to take Lightning Greaves only after I take the Nadu. There is a Wheel of Fortune. Man, there's like nothing I want really. There's a Wheel of Fortune and a Balance or a land, but none of these lands go with what I have currently. I'm just not like a big believer in Balance, but maybe I take it here because the pack's so weak, or do I just speculate on a land? You know what? I'm just going to take... You know what? Red-white land. Look, if Boros is still good, Sacred Foundry is going to be good, so I'm going to just take that. This pack is just super underwhelming, so I just don't think I'm missing out on too much here. I'm just going to take Sacred Foundry, and if it ends up being a direction that we want to go, we'll go that direction, and if not, we won't. All right, pack 1, pick 3. We have Damnation, which is not a super high priority for me to take this early. There's Entomb, which is pretty nice if you want to lean into like a reanimation angle, but there's also Mana Leak and Malcolm, and I do like drafting the blue decks. So I think I'm just going to take Mana Leak here. Just start with a nice control base to kind of slow down what my opponents are trying to do here with Mana Leak and Thoughtseize and see where that goes. You could make the argument that you could easily make an argument to take the Entomb there if that's where you want it to go. Not a big believer in Fast Bond. Now there's Demonic Tutor. If you want to do something busted, Demonic Tutor certainly is a good place to start. In a fair deck, it's just okay. I mean, I don't think you should ever really cut it. I will take it here because it's still really early. Ugin Teferi is like a really cool card if I want to draft like an Esper control deck. But yeah, let's take the DT here and see where things go. Because, I mean, there's still a world where, this color combination is super open. Let's say Reanimator's open, then, I'm going to want something like a Demonic Tutor here. Pack 1, pick 5. Fairly underwhelming pack here. Looks like I might be blue-black, though, so there is a memory chart, but I think I'm just going to take Dark Slick Shores here, given what I have here so far. All right, pack 1, pick 6. There is a Path to Exile, which is an okay interactive spell. We're certainly seeing some green cards, but man, I hate drafting green. I don't know if the updates that they made for this are going to be enough for me to try to take one of these mana creatures. I just don't have fun either. So, you know, having fun obviously is also very, very important. Man, this pack is also not that strong. There's a Path to Exile, which can be okay. I'm just going to take Undercity Sewers. When a pack is underwhelming, just take some good mana fixing. This is fetchable. Surveil lands are strong. Let's see where this goes. I mean, I could end up in like some kind of domain control deck if that ends up being available here. It's a late-ish Generous Plunderer and Evora. So maybe there's a world where like a black-red deck could be available with the Black Cleave Cliffs, but I think I'm just going to take Duress here. Just cut off the black as much as I can. If I see some more red cards later, I can certainly take it here, but there's not been a huge indication for me to go into red just yet. So I'm going to just take the good hand disruption. So we're starting off, I mean, it's quote-unquote boring, but this is a reasonable place to be. And anything we build around us can end up okay. Pack 1, pick 8. There is Urtai. There's Worldspine Worm, but I don't have like Flash or anything like that. I mean, this is looking like it could be an Urtai deck. There's also Frantic Search if I wanted to do something a little more busted. Maybe with like a reanimation angle. Like, should I take that? Like, Urtai isn't that strong. All right, you know what? I'll speculate on the Frantic Search. Okay? We have the Demonic Tutor. This has the makings of a potential combo deck, but we would need something like a Brain Freeze. You know, we would need Brain Freeze to actually make this work. There's an Upheaval here, but we don't have enough ramp for Upheaval. That's a late Titania. There's a Harvester. You know what? Look, I'm here to... Look, maybe I got bit by the Storm Bug. I'm going to take Yawgmoth's Will here. And we have Yawgmoth's Will and Frantic Search. Obviously, we would need like Black Lotuses and stuff to try to make this work. But you know what? I want to dream big. Here, there's a Restless Vents. You know, if I could splash red for Breach and I get Brain Freeze, then that's something that I would be interested in. So let's take the Restless Vents and see where that goes. Here, a bunch of random green cards. Cosmic Grand Zenith. I'm just going to take Stomping Grounds in case that's the direction that we want to go. And then here, I'll take Spire Bluff Canal. And yeah, I know blue wasn't super open either. We're having some fun. We have a bunch of lands. We have some control elements. You know, I feel like if the combo deck doesn't come together, we can certainly put together like a blue-black tempo control deck. And for that reason, I will take Enduring Curiosity. Also, I'm just not the biggest fan of Memory Jar. But yeah, we have a smattering of various lands here. That's a really late Evora. Maybe people just don't like the card. I mean, I think the card is quite strong, but yeah, a little bit interesting to see that late. But that's like our first red card. That's a Bomba. That is a Bombardiers. What the hell is this card? At the beginning of combat, Earthbend 8, then untap, then land. What the hell? That's a cool reanimation target, actually. There's a Dark Ritual here. Do I just... Okay, this is an interesting pack, okay? Emperor of Bones is fine. Remand is fine. There's Bombardiers if I wanted to splash red. But if I really want to try to do something busted here with the Yawgmoth's Will, I can take Dark Ritual. All right. I'm going to do it. Okay? I'm taking Dark Ritual. I have Yawgmoth's Will. Come on. Come on, please. Let's get there. Just one time. I don't think I need another blue-black tap land. Certainly don't really care that much about Strip Mine. I care more about interaction here if possible. So it's between Go for the Throat and Miscalculation. I think I'm going to take Miscalc. I feel like effects like Go for the Throat are easier to find than just like good cheap counter magic. So let's go ahead and take the Miscalc and see where this goes. Pack 2, pick 3. What are we at? There's a Murderous Cut. There's an Oko. Can I splash Oko? Maybe? There's Graveyard Trespasser, which I don't care too much about. There is Murderous Cut, which I also don't care too much about. So there's Oko and Jace Wielder of Mysteries. All right, whatever. I'll just take the Oko. It's just a really good card, and if this deck doesn't end up coming together, we can play the Oko and go in that direction. Here, there's a Wan Shi Tong and a Shieldred. I think the Shieldred's probably just a better card here. I do like Wan Shi Tong for what it's worth, but this is just cheaper. And if we do end up just having to put together a reasonable fair deck, this can be good. Also, this is good with big draw effects if we can find some of those as well. All right, pack 2, pick 5. There is a Generous Ent, which gets us a green source if we need. There's an Astrologian's Planisphere I don't care about. There's a Crabomination I don't care about. I don't have enough fetch lands for Deathrite Shaman to do anything interesting. There's a Blooming Marsh that I can take. I don't think I want to splash Malevolent Rumble. God, this is a very weak pack. I guess I'll just take Blooming Marsh. Give me a chance to, like, play the Oko. Okay, well, that's a Storm spell. It's, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work out. But look, that is a win condition. Win condition acquired. We have a Tendrils of Agony. We're going to need more like Lotus Petal type effects to make this work, though. But you know what? I am in. I am 100% in. Here, there's a Grave Titan, but I'll just take a Rafine's Tower for, I think, more mana fixing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't know what I would want white for, though. Take Knight's Whisper. There's also Blood Crypt, but I don't have any red cards just yet. So I think I just want a little more card flow. So let's take Knight's Whisper. And now this pack has absolutely nothing that I want. Guess I'll take the Indatha Triome. And this is what happens when your deck doesn't come together, right? So we're going to need to wheel a lot of stuff to actually make this a viable strategy. All right, I guess I'll take Creeping Tar Pit. Certainly better than Rafine's Tower. Probably going to cut the Rafine's Tower, but, you know, this just gives me a creature. But we have the Hand Disruption, we have some counter magic, we have a little bit of card draw, but certainly blue is very, very contested, I will say. I need more rituals. I need more rituals. This is, I have Demonic Tutor. So I have Demonic Tutor, Yawgmoth's Will. I mean, certainly like even, you know, Lotus Petal, Black Lotus would obviously be insane. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I actually don't hate Pillage the Bug, so I'm going to take that. Like maybe Splash Green for Pillage the Bog and Oko if our mana allows us to do so. I mean, Oko is obviously nothing that exciting, but it mucks up the ground, gives me an alternate win condition if I need. Because right now we have like 11 cards that we're somewhat happy playing. So, but all these lands kind of stink too. All right, so we still have outs to Breach or Brain Freeze. And, you know, some other ways to storm people out here. Oh, by the way, the pack with the Dark Ritual had Emperor of Bones and Remand, like just like nothing tabled. So, again, this is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy. All right, pack 3, pick 1. There is the Breach. There is the Breach. Now, Breach Tendrils is not ideal. I'm going to take, you know what? Let's live big. Let's take the Breach and then see if we get a Brain Freeze, we still always have a chance, right? If we get a Brain Freeze, we always have a chance. So let's take the Spire Bluff Canal. I wonder if I still just play the Breach in this deck. Maybe? Restless Vents. In which case we can play Stomping Ground. Play that, play this, play this. Don't need red-white land, and I don't want to play another tap land here. Rafine's Tower, how many tap lands do we have? Like, even Restless Cottage is kind of suspect. I have so many tap lands. All right. Ooh, the One Ring. I do love that. Oh, yeah. Gotta take the One Ring here, right? I'm so glad that they added this, by the way. So glad. It's huge, huge add. Infernal Grasp, Ataxian Pro, Barrelgoyf. Those are all fine and dandy, but the One Ring just draws us a ton of cards to make it really easy for us to kind of piece together our combo here. All right, pack 3, pick 3. What do we have? There's Baleful Strix, which is a nice card that helps us survive. But there's also Verdant Catacombs, which I can use to get Undercity Sewers and Stomping Ground. It literally gives us all 4 colors. I feel like I gotta take the Verdant Catacombs here. All right, pack 3, pick 4. What do we have? There's Snapcaster Mage, Counterspell. Counterspell is pretty good. There's also Spell Pierce, and there's also Deep Cavern Bat. So, I mean, it's going to be one of the interactive spells. I'm just not sure which one. I have 2 counterspells. The problem is, like, this is my only creature, so it'll just get eaten by, like, a random removal spell, right? So I kind of feel like I'd rather just have, like, actual counterspell. And I think I like that more than Spell Pierce in this iteration of the cube. Actually, I changed my mind. I took Spell Pierce. The reason why I took Spell Pierce is because I'm so many colors, I think getting double blue might be tough, so I just took the Spell Pierce. All right, pack 3, pick 5. Where are my Storm cards, man? There's a bunch of reanimation stuff. There's a Dig Through Time and a Shieldred's Edict. Is this a Dig Through Time deck? Well, I have Yawgmoth's Will and Underworld Breach, so... And I could use some interaction, so I'm going to take Shieldred's Edict here, actually. All right, Archfiend of the Dross, Tireless Track. Okay, I guess it's just a consider here. Find what we need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18. I mean, this is going to be a tough deck to combo off with. It's going to rely heavily on Frantic Search and Dark Ritual, given what we have here. Pack 3, pick 7. We have an interesting pick. There's Brainstorm and Seething Song. Does Seething Song do anything for us, though? Like, it just generates a bunch of red mana, which I can't really convert into anything else. I think I'm just going to take Brainstorm here. All right, pack 3, pick 8. What do we have? I guess I can play a Caustic Bronco. It draws me cards. Okay. Pack 3, pick 9. That's a Time Spiral. That can be interesting, but it shuffles everything back in. I wonder if I should just take, like, another Hand Disruption spell or just, like, Preacher of the Schism, just because it's a good blocker. Yeah, I'll take Inquisition. All the Hand Disruption. All right. Treasure Cruise. Ooh, Treasure Cruise, Fire Covenant, or Infernal Grasp. Again, because I have so many things that care about my graveyard and I could use more interaction, I will take Fire Covenant here. Oh, blue-black Greenland seems great. Yes. So then I can probably cut, like... I want to cut as many tap lands as possible. So maybe we cut those. Because, like, you can't just, like, play too many. So I think 3 is, like, a pretty good number. This is 22 cards, so we can add 1 more card. Yeah, well, we'll see how this one plays out, okay? That's all I'm going to go with. All right, Raucous Theater is a good one, though. I mean, it's a tap land, but it's a Surveil tap land, which is nice. We have 2 red cards and plenty of red sources. Life, Death. I have nothing to reanimate. Zuran Orb, maybe? Gains us a bunch of life. I need 1 more card here. None of these cards I love. I guess I could just play Grave Titan as just like a random win condition. All right. So look. Look. Not all decks can play out as perfectly as you would like. Okay? This is one of those decks. This is what happens when you try to draft Storm and it's not open. Okay? But let's see if we can still manage to put together some wins with this deck, okay? We have a Grave Titan, a Shieldred, a Caustic Bronco, and an Oko as alternate ways to win. But, man, that is slim. That is slim. Like, for the most part, we are going to... How are we going to do this? Ritual, frantic search, tendrils, shield. Oh, man, okay. Do I have any other way to win? There's like enduring curiosity, but I don't have enough creatures. It's okay. We're going to play this and see how this goes. All right, as far as color sources go, that's like the last thing we got to figure out. Lots of black. For blue, if we have 2 islands, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. Okay, seems fine. For black, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black sources. Also seems fine, given how heavy we are black. And then we got to figure out our red and our green. Our red has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources for 2 red cards. I don't actually think I want to play Mountain. Yeah. Let's just go down to 5 red sources and play another blue. Green, I think I might want, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 green, 6 green. I mean, we can also cut the forest. The reason why I cut the mountain is because I can't even fetch for it with Verdant Catacombs. Perhaps forest is something I want, but I do have a stomping ground here. I guess I'll play the forest because I kind of want to play the Oko turn 3 if possible. So, yeah, but our mana is really, really good. So that shouldn't be a huge issue. Let's give this a whirl. Maybe I should have taken like the Preacher of the Schism over Inquisition as another way to win. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. I want to give a special shout out to all the patrons here. Really do appreciate all your support. Access to the Patreon will give you a variety of different benefits. The most important one being, of course, access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a fantastic way to join a great community of folks looking to up their limited game. The Discord is very, very active. If you want help building your decks, if you're curious about some picks, if you want to talk about upcoming sets, lots of discussions, check it out. I also post monthly videos and I do monthly streams for the Patreon as well. All right, on the play. Oh, this hand. I guess I keep. You know, anytime you have Tendrils in your opener, it's not ideal, but do what you got to do. Ragavan? Oh my gosh. I should have turned 1 Inquisition, I guess. But I wanted to play the tap land. But I got maximally punished here. Oh, I guess I would have taken the Ancestral anyways. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to play the Verdant Catacombs because I think I can get a Surveil land off of this. So I want them to hit me with the Ragavan first and then Surveil. So they hit a land, a red-green land, sure. And their hand doesn't really have that much. I mean, obviously their hand was a keep, but to be fair, our hand also has basically nothing. Creeping Tar Pit. Let's get Raucous Theater here. A removal spell would be nice. Consider. I'd rather just naturally draw something here. Okay, that was not what I was looking for necessarily, but... All right, let's plot Pillage the Bog. Yeah. I mean, this deck is special. Let's see what happens. I mean, Pillage the Bog for 8 should be pretty good. Like, hopefully we can find the One Ring. And maybe that'll get us to where we need to go. Although, man, the One Ring also is a little bit dicey because they have Galvanic Blast and Ghostfire Slice. So they got a lot of burn. Also, by the way, if they hit my Tendrils, I just... Oh, no, it's in my hand. Never mind. They can't hit my Tendrils. It's impossible. They have so much mana, by the way. Goben, okay. Oh, yeah, Fiery Covenant would also be fantastic. So playing a land, and I want to play an untapped land so that I could hit the One Ring. So let's do this. Cast Pillage the Bog. I have 2 really good cards. Fire Covenant and... God, I just missed. I just actually missed. There's a breach, which doesn't do much. I needed Fire Covenant or One Ring. There's a... Well, there's a Shieldred. They would have to, like, double burn it, I guess. Is that my best card to play here? I can also Oko the Ragavan, but then they can kill it on the following turn. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but I think Shieldred is the take here. Do they have a way to kill this that's not these removal spells? They're going to have to wait till they untap, yeah. Untap, draw, cast play the land, cast both removal spells. There's the mountain. Double burn this Ragavan me. So far, we've been fortunate with the Ragavan hits. If I hit Dark Ritual, I can Dark Ritual Grave Titan. Frantic Search? Ooh. Come on, One Ring. Come on. Fire Covenant. What else? Dark Ritual. I'll take Dark Ritual. They discarded Troll of Khazad Doom. Do they want to play Frantic Search? It would cost all their treasure. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, and they get to untap 3 lands. So yeah, it's very good still. Because they can play another threat here if they have it. Knight's Whisper. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of stupid tap lands. All right. This deck is so bad. All right. They hit a land, that's good. They get to loot. I need an untap. I have so many tap lands, man. Fairy. They discarded Fairy Mastermind. That's not good. So like a blue-red or like a Grixis tempo deck, kind of. Does this thing fly? So it's a 5/5 flyer and an unblockable. Oh, but they won't be able to do both. So there's that at least. Okay, this turn I can play the sewers because I have blockers for Ragavan. Let's get that swamp out of here. Okay, Leyline Binding on Grave Titan, sure. So if I draw Yawgmoth's Will, do I have a chance? I assume no. Like, I just need more ways to generate mana. You know what I mean? Yeah, so they'll hit me with everything. Oh, is this thing unblockable? What am I saying? This thing's unblockable. I thought I could just block this. All right. GG's. Well, this might be a quick one, folks. Look, my goal for this one is to try to just win one. And this is what happens. Like I said, you swing for the fences. Sometimes you strike out. All right, on the play. Yeah, I'll keep. We got Demonic Tutor, Pillage the Bog, Underworld Breach. I don't even know what I'm supposed to tutor for here. Maybe I wait and see what I draw. Like this is not a deck that kills opponents quickly. Like you really need kind of your hand to develop a little bit. Now, demonic tutoring for the One Ring is quite good. Like if they play a creature here, you know. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Let's go Inquisition. They could have a counterspell. Wow, they actually literally have counterspell. All right, I'm gonna get the One Ring. Kind of get the ball rolling. Like they already fired off a counterspell. I'm hoping they don't have another one. If they pass with a bunch of mana open though, then I might need to reconsider playing the One Ring. I do have 2 other hand disruption spells in my deck, so I can probably wait for that. Oh, wow, they put Lutri into their hand. I wonder if this means they have some kind of free counter. But we'll go for it here. All right, let's get One Ring going. Draw lots of cards. I can't believe this wasn't in there the first time. I don't know what set they made for this to get like this and Bowmasters in. Oh, maybe they didn't have time. I don't know, but I'm so happy that it's in now. One Ring and Orcish Bowmasters. Huge. All right, so now I have pressure, right? Like I have the One Ring in play. So they have to do something. Are you serious? They just played Lutri? Okay. Okay, let's draw some cards. I would love a blue source. Wow. Not able to find a blue source here, huh? Let's go land. I'm going to plot this. Then I will pass. Actually, I should just kill Lutri. Sacrifice each opponent sacrifice a non-token creature. All right. Like I want to just like taking 3 is just not good when I have the One Ring in play, right? So. But this does leave us vulnerable for whatever big play they have this turn. But I'm hoping the One Ring draws us what we need. Thraben Inspector is not the most threatening card here. I wonder, do I have a way to get rid of the One Ring? I have no idea. All right. Any islands? Can you imagine if they played like a Hull Breacher or something? Okay, there's an island. There's many islands. So let's play the island. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can pillage for 12. But maybe I can just hold off on it. Actually, let's just pillage. I kind of just want to find a hand disruption spell and lean on the Shieldred. Like, that's a really good way to win as well. So that's a Thoughtseize and a Duress. Let's get the Duress. Okay. All right. Ooh, Balance, Upheaval, Lightning Helix, and Burst Lightning. Okay, so Balance is probably maybe something I want to take. Upheaval I care less about with miscalc, mana leak, and all that stuff. So yeah, let's just take the balance. Play Shieldred. If they try to kill... Oh, I guess they can just kill it on their upkeep, huh? Yeah, they can. In which case, we're going to have to go for the... We're going to have to go for the Tendrils kill. Yeah, I mean, it still just gets 2 cards out of their hand, but yeah, maybe this was not great. Oh, wait, I should have played Consider. Oh my gosh, okay. Tighten up, Paul. I mean... There are merits to playing it and not playing it, right? Like, if I don't play it, I can still Spell Pierce something if they play, like, a really problematic card. So, maybe I should... Like, if they play Time Walk or something. They're going to play the Coast. Ooh. I mean, I'll just take it. It gives me more draws. All right. I guess I want to not draw until... I want to draw at the end of my opponent's turn, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. I like how Arena is just trying to sabotage me. Black. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's go Grave Titan here. Did they draw a counterspell? No. Okay. And the Grave Titan also, like, cuts the clock down considerably. Because I can just hit them and then Ritual, Tendrils, blah, blah, blah. Ritual, Tendrils, Breach, Tendrils? Is that even enough? Ritual, Tendrils. it's so pathetic. I didn't get like a Lotus Petal or anything. Oh, that's rough. Oh, Dak Faden. Wow. I mean, there's not much I can do about this. I will draw cards. Okay. They're probably going to yoink the One Ring. I do have Oko to turn it off, so. Oh, what? Okay. So I have basically, like, my entire deck here to try to, like, kill them. The problem is I only have the one Dark Ritual. Do I have a Frantic Search? That's a good one, too. It's like another free spell. Leyline Binding. Okay, they just scooped. They scooped to value. All right, Grave Titan. Get it done. Get it done. Not quite how we drew it up, but you know what? I don't even know how I'm supposed to draw this up. I feel like the whole game plan for this deck is like hand disruption, counter some stuff, find a One Ring, and then draw a million cards and somehow Tendrils my opponent out, even though it's super unlikely. I think it's more likely that I can win with the Breach, right? Because if I have Breach, I can Frantic Search in like a bunch of times and then Tendrils them. Alrighty, we are on the play, and I will keep this hand. Let's go Triome. So that next turn I can go like Thoughtseize and keep up Spell Pierce. Shadowy Backstreet, okay. Oh. Bronco turn 2 is very tempting. But this also clears the way for the Bronco. So let's just play the Thoughtseize here. Oh, they're just playing Lurrus. Huh. It's kind of awkward. They have nothing to spell pierce. I guess I'll... I mean, if they play the bat, how bad is it for me? I guess it just slows them down. Let's just take the bat, whatever. All right, Verdant Catacombs. We have the Bronco. Do I have an untapped blue source? I think I do. I'm gonna play the Bronco. See what they play. They might just play the Preacher of the Schism. All right. In which case, we're going to get a Surveil land here. Blue, black, or black, red? Oh, black. Blue, black. Don't want the swamp. And then we drew a swamp anyways. Let's get Shieldred down. All right, 5 cards in hand for the opponent. What do they do? Reckoner, Bankbuster. That's okay. All right. Ooh, Frantic Search. That is interesting. Can they crew this? No. Do I just fire it off? I guess I'll just fire it off. I don't really care about this Spell Pierce. Oh, Yawgmoth's Will? I don't think I like this trade. Let's just plot this. The way that I look at this is if they go, which they most likely will, if they go Lurrus Bat, that's fine. If they go Lurrus Bat, that's fine. They'll kill the Will, and then we're just going to be able to do a big pillage and try to find either One Ring or Fire Covenant. Yeah, Lurrus Bat makes a lot of sense, especially after all the digging that I did. Sure. If I draw land, obviously I'll play it here. What? That's insane. That is actually insane. What a rip. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's ridiculous. All right, they can crew up the Bankbuster though, so I still can't attack with the Bronco. But I can attack with Shieldred. And I'm still going to hold a Pillage the Bog in my hand here because I want to protect it to Hand Disruption. And there's nothing like with 2 mana, it's going to be really hard to cast anything. So I'm just going to wait till next turn to fire this off. And then if I find something like Tendrils, right? I can store them off, right? It's a Cecil. And Graveyard Trespasser. Ooh. Frantic Surge, probably. I mean, if this blocks, they still take damage. So they'll take at least 2 damage if they block here. What did they exile? Fire Covenant? Sure. So let's go land. Pillage for 12. I mean, a lot of stuff wins us the game here. Breach. Does Breach do it? No. Makes us draw a bunch of cards. There's Oko. They're at 4. There's Grave Titan. Gotta think here. Okay. Wait, why would they do that? Okay. Don't they take damage from this card? All right. Okay. Well, somehow we are now Diamond 2 and we have 2 wins with this deck that didn't quite get there. You know what I mean? It just didn't quite get there. I think like a Cabal Ritual and a Lotus Petal. Obviously Black Lotus or LED would have been awesome. But like a Lotus Petal or a Cabal Ritual, any of those things to get some velocity going. Obviously Brain Freeze would have been insane. So we this just missing like a little bit. But hey, can't complain. We got 2 wins with this. All right, we are playing against rank 78. To be fair, that doesn't say a whole lot this early. It's like the first, like my opponent just played a lot. They could be good. I mean, they're probably decent, but this is like, it's not a great indication necessarily. Also, it's cube draft. Also, but at the same time, my deck is like hot garbage, so I'm not one to talk. Let's go Verdant Catacombs. Okay. Let's crack. Blue, black, green land seems pretty good here with the Oko. Yeah. Oof, I have so many tap lands. The question is, do I need to Surveil right now? I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna play it super slow. I want to keep up miscalculation. They cycle their miscalculation. Mox Opal, okay. That's their first artifact. I mean, they might have like Tinker and stuff. Do I still care? Do I like... I'm holding off on the Surveil for now. Just see my hand develop. Stock up. Okay, so that gets Spell Pierced. And I guess we play Oko. And then we'll play Raucous Theater. We want lands. I'll take more lands. All right, so we got an Oko down. They're blue, white, red. This is a big turn. That is a Dak Faden. They can steal my food, I guess? Nope. They're looting. They're looking for stuff. Does this still become an artifact? I don't actually know. I have a Shield's Edict. So, we'll see. I mean, I'm going to turn this into a I'm going to turn this into a thing and see where this goes from there. Oh, okay, so they're a reanimator deck. I see. They are a reanimator deck. So Oko is probably going to die. So normally I would plot this, but I kind of want to cast it right now to try to find like a hand disruption spell. Or like, you know what I mean? Or nothing. We can also use this to find nothing. I didn't consider that, but here we are. Fire Covenant, Yawgmoth's Will. God, all of this is just bad. What do I do? I don't think this is a Caustic Bronco game. I'm just digging for like a Thoughtseize or something. Is it an artifact? It's not an artifact. Good. So we can attack Dak. And see where this goes. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty big whiff on the... That was a pretty gigantic whiff, I will say, on the Pillage the Bog. Like, Inquisition... I have Inquisition, Thoughtseize, and Duress in my deck. And I looked at half of the cards in my deck. And I couldn't find the One Ring either. So there's like 4 cards that are like really solid, strong hits. And we got a Consider, which let us dig 2 cards deep. They discarded Mana Drain? Oh my gosh. Okay. Golos? I guess we'll miscalc this. All right, all right. This is something. What can I steal? I can turn this off. Okay. What the hell? Why did they concede? Like, they discarded Mana Drain. What was in their hand? I'll take it. I'll take it. We were by no means, like, locked to win that one, I will say. I think maybe, like, turning off their Mox and then playing Shieldred and keeping up Shieldred's Edict. Something along those lines would have been okay there for us. All right, on the play here. Ooh, okay. Let's keep this. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. It's just such a disaster if I like if I don't turn 1 Thoughtseize and play Raucous Theater and they go like turn 1 Ragavan or something, it's pretty bad for me. Oh, and we get to snipe a Mox Jet, I guess. Mana Leak, Daze him to Turok. I could also take him to Turok. No, they're just not close to casting it. All right. Let's just take Mox Jet. There's Meticulous Archive from the opponent. And then we are now set up for a longer game. Ooh, there is the One Ring. That is a beautiful one. I do have to be mindful of days. Because of that, I'm going to play the Raucous Theater. I'll keep any lands right now, I think. Okay, now we can play the Spire Bluff. Just take our time. That's funny. That allows us to play around Mana Leak. No, not yet. Not yet. It does not. The One Ring. Okay, so we'll miscalc that. They have to have Force of Will, right? Like Daze doesn't work. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, so if I don't draw a land, I need to Dark Ritual here. Then I play One Ring. Okay? To play around Daze. And then hopefully we draw an untapped land off the One Ring so we can play Caustic Bronco. If they have Force of Negation, obviously they should use it here. It's not even close. Okay. I mean, I can also just play it to force them to bounce a land, but I think that's just bad. Well, it does prevent them from playing like Teferi. Yeah. All right, I'll do it. Like, I have a bunch of cards from the One Ring that's going to be coming out as well. So it's just like, you know, trading resources at this point is not a bad place to be, especially because I've resolved the One Ring. Now, the worst case scenario here is they like also kill my One Ring and they let the Caustic Bronco resolve. So that's also really interesting. So maybe they have a creature here, but like Caustic Bronco is pretty good, right? I don't know why you wouldn't Daze there. Okay. All right. Oh, they have Ugin. That's why they don't want to Daze. All right, so let's take Mana Leak. Let's attack. Okay. Let's play Duress. Let's take Ugin. Let's play Copperline Gorge and pass. Okay. Time Spiral? Holy cow. Man, I really wanted to get that Shieldred going too. Yeah. No, that was an unbelievable top deck. Like they had no resources left too, right? That's so sick. What a draw. What a draw. All right. Did they untap my lands? No, no. I mean, if they redraw the Daze, so be it, right? This is actually insane. Am I tilted? A little bit? Oh my gosh. All right, well, let's okay, now we can use this. Okay. See if we hit a land. I guess that's fine. And then we'll just pitch some lands. All right. Island and Stomping Ground, sure. All right, they're at 15 life. They got 5 cards in hand. Let's see what they got. Now, One Ring is hurting me a lot. Ooh, that is great. So let's Thoughtseize them. Because now I have Shieldred plus One Ring, and that's obviously ridiculous. Tishana's Tidebinder? What does that do? Okay. I didn't use the One Ring. Swords to wait, they didn't cast Swords to Play? What is happening? What is actually happening here? Okay, I'm at 15 life. I have Miscalc. I mean, this, like, yeah, we're in a really, really good spot. And they take one. How many spells have I cast? I can go Dark Ritual Tendrils you for 10. And they have nothing in hand, right? Yes. It counts. It's a Tendrils kill, folks. It's a Tendrils kill. Let's go. How are we doing it? I don't know. I really don't know. But you know what? We're going to keep fighting the good fight. We got 4 wins here with an improbable 4-color Storm deck, if you can even call it that. All right, opponent on the play. Ooh, this is a... I mean, I'm going to keep it, but it's not a good hand. Okay, well, that certainly helped. Let's go Raucous Theater. Frantic Search Ritual. I don't think I want the land here. Maybe I do. I don't know. All right, Meticulous Archive. Playing against a lot of blue decks. This deck is very, very... this, like, removal is... like, disruption, rather, is really good against this. Okay, let's kill the Jace. All right. 3 lands available. Let's always get 1 ring, I think, for now. I'll keep Brainstorm. Do I play it? No, I'm just going to wait. Actually, I can play this. Okay, so that helps immensely. We can discard Spire Bluff Canal. Island or Tendrils? I'm just going to discard Island, because I feel like if this resolves, I'm good. Let's Thoughtseize them. Okay, so what do they have? Subtlety, One Ring, Narset. Oh, wow. Unexpectedly Absent is a really good one. Subtlety doesn't do anything. One Ring, I guess if they play their own One Ring, it's a thing. But Wan Shi Tong, whenever I search my library, Echo of Eons, okay. Narset is problematic, isn't it? But so is Unexpectedly Absent. I'm just going to take the Unexpectedly Absent here. They need to whiff this turn. Okay, they whiffed. They said good game, but, you know, like, obviously if they don't concede, then I'm not gonna do anything here. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just say good game there. It's certainly not over. Oh, that's a breach. But I do have Mana Leak, so it's a lot better for me. I don't need red. Let's cast Knight's Whisper. Okay, and then probably just keep up Mana Leak. All right. I mean, I have the Underworld Breach, so I'm wondering if I have enough here. Let me think. Because I can ritual a fair amount, right? So breach, ritual like 3 times. I should have enough. What's the downside of waiting? I think I can wait one more turn, though. No. Oh, I have Demonic Tutor as well. 1, 2, 3. Um, 1, 2, 3. Discard, discard. I have 5 mana. One, 2, 3. Okay. How many spells do I have into yard? Because every time I cast this, I get 2 cards in my yard, right? 5. Let's go Dark Ritual. 5. 1. And then how many cards? I don't have enough cards in my graveyard. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Grave Titan, Creeping Tar Pit. 3, 7. Is this still enough? Inquisition. Wan Shi Tong. Play a land. This is for 18. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's go. Sorry, there wasn't as much talking. My brain isn't really tuned to play Storm decks. So it takes me a little bit longer to figure out the lines, okay? I'm no LSV, okay, when it comes to this kind of stuff. But we got there. And we Tendrils our opponent out. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I am addicted to Storm now. I am addicted. Like, it doesn't even matter if we lose the next two. We got 5 wins, right? We got 5 wins, so this is great. We are now sitting at 5-1. Let's go. All right, opponent on the play. We have a tap land. We have Inquisition. I would love to draw an untapped blue source, but I think Mox Jet. Uh-oh. Turn 1, Dothy Voidwalker. Yikes. Well, let's Inquisition them. And I missed? Okay, well, this is just a disaster. How do I miss there? They have Shieldred and Fallen Shinobi in hand. That's... Okay, and then they draw the May. All right, all right. It is what it is. Wait, they didn't even play the Shieldred? What are you doing there, bro? All right. Honestly, I'm still just like mega dead here. Doesn't even matter. Do I want Raucous? I guess I should get the Trio. Well, I can get Stomping Ground. Well, no, I need to get this. But if I draw Fire Covenant, then this is not good. Yeah, I mean this was just like too much. I don't think we can win this. All right. Mox Jet start with the Shieldred and Fallen Shinobi, and I just don't even have a way to get rid of the May, which is insane against my Storm deck, of course. So we'll chalk that up to a Mox Jet loss on the draw. Like on the play, we would have been way better off, right? We would have just hit the Mox and had a better shot. Mox, Mana Leak, yeah. So it is what it is. Gonna keep this hand, although this hand... Oh, no, I don't have any blue sources. Oh, there's our blue source. This time, I will lead with Undercity Sewers. Inquisition. I guess. Okay, good. So Blooming Marsh. Inquisition, you. Wow. Cut down, reanimate, force of negation, and psychic frog. If they draw an island, it's such a disaster. Let's take the reanimate. Do I just arrest them now? Let's take the force. I don't want to play around it. Just don't draw an island for 1 turn. Great. Great. All right, now we're okay. Okay, I will cycle this. Okay, that's a Frantic Search, which I don't want to fire off just yet. Although this is awkward, actually. Because now I can't Mana Leak the Frog. Well, I guess I can now. Okay, let's go Mana Leak. Shieldred with Spell Pierce up. Don't mind if I do. They do get to play the Fallen Shinobi, though. Consult the star charts. All right, so just like a nice blue-black fair deck. Damnation, no. And we drew Raucous Theater. So I'm going to play Frantic Search here to try to find an untapped land. Because I just want to slam the Grave Titan. Yeah. Just beat them fair. Beat them down fair. Hopefully they don't draw another way to get that Damnation back. Fallen Shinobi? Sure. Tendrils of Agony. Hold on. Let's see. So if I attack with everything, they have to block at least the Shieldred. And they take 8. What if I attack with these 3? So if I attack with everything, they block the Shieldred, cut down this, they take 8. But then they don't take damage from the drain. So it's probably better to just attack like this. Yeah. Wait, they didn't block the 2/2? All right. Oh, the classic Tendrils you for 4 damage. Boom! All right, well, there you go, 6-2. I cannot believe it, but we are literally playing for a trophy with this deck. All right, opponent on the play. You know, one nice thing about our deck is just all the cheap interaction that we've had. It's been really, really great. Opponent on the play, I will keep this. I have a Mana Leak. I feel less good about it on the draw. And they went turn 1 Lotus Petal. Okay, Llanowar Elf. Usually Lotus Petal and Llanowar Elf don't go in the same deck. I'm going to Surveil. I feel like I might be digging for... Okay, well, I'll keep the 1 ring. Thank you very much. All right, this is whatever they resolve this turn. Like, this is the scariest turn. Okay, Uro is good, but at least it wasn't like a big threat. It's still very, very good, though. But we now have access to Mana Leak, which is great. I will Mana Leak basically anything. And if I don't draw like a counterspell here, I will probably fire off main phase Consider. Yeah, I'm going to play Consider because I want to find a hand disruption spell. Don't need the land. All right, we missed. That's okay. Three cards in graveyard. Uro is almost back online. They can be representing some kind of counterspell, although, yeah, I mean, they're just full on Sultai here. Inquisition. I'm just gonna play Inquisition. Emperor of Bones? Sheesh. Okay, that's a good one to take. But we could have resolved the 1 ring, but that's fine. We still get to keep up Fire Covenant if they just like hardcast Grave Titan. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a crap ton of damage, but it's still worth it, right? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch! Gotta do what you gotta do. It's a Vaultborn Tyrant that I can Thoughtseize. Let's see. They get to Uro next turn. Exile 5, blue, blue, green, green. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to play first. I think it's the 1 ring. Okay, that was good. I don't need to play the Thoughtseize. I can. That puts me to 4. I'm going to hold off on it. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to go get under... I'm going to get the blue-black Surveil land. And then I can Thoughtseize next turn still. Because I can play Shieldred and gain a bunch of life, right? So I go to 6, I go to 5 from this. Undercity Sewers. Caustic Bronco, no, I do not want you. Tendrils, that's funny. All right, so now I think I Thoughtseize them. Holy cow, they got Flash too. Esper Origins. I guess we just wait to let them get to 7 mana probably. Because they probably have other good Flash targets. Or do I just take the... I mean, they have to find the creature. All right, I'll just take the Flash. I mean, if they attack me, do I take it? Really interesting. Let me think. Because if I take it, I go to 1. At the beginning of our upkeep, I lose 1 life. So then I would go to -1. But I can draw 3 cards and gain 6 life and keep myself alive. All right, so I'll take it. Did I have another untap land? No, okay. If they kill my Shieldred, then obviously I'm just dead. Okay. Oh, they can flash it back. That's really good. Sure. Fast bond. They kept another thing on top. All right, this is going to be tough. That's a Terra Sunder. Okay. Okay. Gain, gain, gain. Take 3. Draw, gain more life. Okay. All right, what do I do? Let's start with Frantic Search. This card, Blooming Marsh. Oko is pretty good, actually. Miscalc is also really interesting. I don't know that I want Night's Whisper. Oh, I'm not even in my main step. Okay. Let's see. So I can go Oko and turn off the Uro. And then hope I can like miscalc the Vaultborn Tyrant, I guess. Now they do have Terra Sunder, which they will be able to use as well. I have a land. Yeah, this is super interesting. I mean, I can also pillage the bog? No. I can Dark Ritual Grave Titan. I think I need to do that. Yeah. Yep. Shieldred down. Tamio, okay. All right. All right. We don't have a lot of time left, okay? We don't have a lot of time left. We need to find a way to somehow tendrils them out. I have a loaded graveyard. I need to find Breach, I guess. Okay. Can I do it with Breach? I can give them the One Ring and have them take a bunch of damage too. That's hilarious. Power 3 or less. Okay, well, let's play a land. Cast Pillage the Bog. We found the Breach. Okay. Play the Breach. Start playing some Dark Rituals. Boom, boom, boom. Because I can just like cast a bunch of tendrils, right? Presumably. I can probably, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. One, two, three. One, two, three. I have 6 cards in my graveyard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I tendrils them for 6. That's 12, and then tendrils them again. I think that works. I have 3 cards in my yard still. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. How many cards left? 6. Brainstorm. Okay. Okay. Yes! 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 Let's go! Oh my gosh, back-to-back Storm trophies. I think I drafted Storm like once, like out of 70 drafts the last time around when we just went back-to-back Storm decks. And I cannot believe we trophied with this one. Like, yes, it had some good elements to it, okay? The highlight of this was the fact that we had 3 good cheap interaction spells, mana leaks, miscalcs, and spell pierces. That kind of got us to the late game. One really important card, and this is such a big addition, was the One Ring, right? Because when you have kind of a not ideal Storm deck that doesn't have all the pieces, this just finds you all the pieces that you need to go off, and this won us a ton of games. So One Ring, shout out to you to getting it done in conjunction with the Shieldred gaining us a bunch of life. We won a game with Grave Titan, but we won a bunch of games by also burning people out with Tendrils of Agony, and that's something that I did not anticipate. We literally had only Dark Ritual and Frantic Search as ways to kind of cast spells over and over again. But so this deck kind of played out as like a control deck, right? Just don't get run over. Don't get run over. Use hand disruption. Use some counter spells. Get to like 8 lands because you're going to need all of them to eventually find Underworld Breach plus Dark Ritual plus Tendrils of Agony or Frantic Search. Oh my gosh. What a way to start the new Arena Cube 2.0. back-to-back Storm trophies. And in this one, I mean, I straight up more or less forced it, right? We more or less forced it. It's not like blue was super open. We just took some hand disruption spells. We took that Dark Ritual early. We took the Breach. We wheeled the Will. I don't even think the Will was particularly strong. But we kind of got there. And oh man, this just feels so good. I got my joy back. I got my joy back. You know what I mean? It is fun. Cube is so fun, right? So now we've done back-to-back Storm decks. And now I can explore the format doing all the other things. We have actually not run into any crazy Boros decks. I feel like Boros is still probably a very powerful thing to be doing. There's other control decks. There's mid-range decks. There's a lot of things to be doing. But the fact that we can start out the first 2 cubes with Storm, and this one was like, I mean, like we had good mana, I guess. And also, big shout out to Fire Covenant. Fire Covenant's been doing a lot of work over the last 2 drafts. Very, very good card. I still can't believe we trophied with this. I'm in shock, but I'm glad that I was able to do this with you along for the ride. And guess what? Plenty more cube to come. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really, really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Once again, big shout out to all the patrons. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, let's say you want to pre-order some boxes of Lorwyn Eclipse, or you want some singles for your constructed decks, check out tcgplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.